KBB, KBB outdoors, hit record, let it run from the east to the peaks, chasing elk in the sun. From New Hampshire to Utah, now on our O2. Small kid, big hills, doing what I came to do. Beat drops, broadhead, locked, hear that bugle in my ear. KBB outdoors, we were born for this right here. Go let it run from the east to the peaks, chasing elk in the sun. From New Hampshire to Utah, now on our O2. Small kid, big hills, doing what I came to do.
Alright guys, we're almost there. Little by little. My back is killing me, my ankle's killing me, but we're gonna survive. We're just gonna hike around a little bit in glass. We're just gonna try our best. See if we get lucky and get through all the poachers. That's a very, very, very fresh elk sign that I've seen. I haven't found anything that's a guaranteed shed. I found 2 dead heads that both the heads are gone. So they're probably bulls. So I just saw the carcasses. So I'm gonna try to get up here a little bit more, and then I'm gonna circle back to the car. I'm an idiot. I got everything. I remembered every little thing except for my all-in case, phone case, which helps me zoom in with the spotting scope. So the spotting scope is not as effective without the all-in device, but it still works. It's just not as stable and as easy to see the sheds in the frame. But it's also, there's kind of like a bunch of mirages because of the heat, so it's kind of hard to see them anyways. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. But a bunch of sign now that I'm up here. But and there's rubs like this every freaking 50 yards, and I still haven't found one. I just jumped a big bull. He's already growing his antlers pretty good. He's all by himself though, which is weird. Some cool old pottery. Rainbow. There better be an elk shed down here for this crazy drive. I don't know if this is a geode or just like not worth anything out here, but it's cool. They're everywhere. You guys have no idea how much pain I'm in. Well, I kind of ran out of light, so that's unfortunate. I just ran up to this crest really quick. Just ran up to this crest to see if I could see anything, because it's a ridge over to another ridge that is out of view of any roads, which obviously gets your percentage up for finding a shed. So I'm gonna look really quick for 5 minutes, and then I gotta rush back because it's a sketchy drive-in, and I'm not camping here. I'm camping somewhere else because I don't have signal, and I'm an idiot. The other thing I forgot was my fire starter, so I don't have time to make a bow to make a fire. So that's day 1 in the wraps. It's day 1 wrapped. Found a bunch of cool things that weren't sheds and pink chalk, but that's it. That's alright though. I feel like I'm in like New Mexico or something. It's crazy. Alright, this is bed tonight. Got a foam pad, I got another pad under there. Got 2 pillows. Other stuff down there. An extra sleeping bag just in case. All this to find no sheds, but that's okay. Alright guys, slept 2 hours last night. Stayed up on my phone way too late and I couldn't sleep anyway, so. I look down and I see a side-by-side coming down the exact same road that they're not supposed to. I see the guys go move some logs, and underneath is like 2 piles of like 15 elk antlers each, all from those bulls that we had been watching. They grab the antlers, they throw them in the back of the side-by-side, and they turn around and they zoom off 100 miles an hour. At this point, I'm yelling, "Hey, hey," and nothing I can do. So after opening morning, having no success, just finding a bunch of deadheads that were cut off, I went to my buddy's house. He's an older gentleman that actually is a guide. Out the next morning, they actually found some giant elk that I'll show you that morning. Different spot, they did like 18 miles and found this one with a giant whale tail. Whale tail. And his wife found this one with triple fronts. They call it Turkey Foot Junior because they found a 416-inch bull that they called Turkey Foot 10 years ago in the same area. All right, we're in some new country I've never been in. They picked up a giant set yesterday. Not here, but not far. They tried to match it up and couldn't. But there's 3 big bulls and they found 1.5 of them, so it's a good sign. There has been a side-by-side in here on the other side of the hill, but they didn't go this way, so we might get lucky. Both of them are on the radio up above. So I don't know. Let's see if we get lucky. Pray, pray, pray. Trips like this will make you really question why you shut up. I mean, we drove past a group that on the opening had freaking like 25 already, which is impossible unless they stashed them. So it's just not fun to be ethical. It happens though. I've always believed in my heart of hearts, you don't need the nicest equipment, don't need the nicest clothes, you don't need Kuyu for hiking or everything. Like, that stuff is good, of course, but you don't need it. You don't need a side-by-side. And I've been trying to prove that my whole life, that you don't need to be born into it. You can be successful if you work hard enough. I think I've proved that in my life, but man, these elk kick your butt. It's like the guys hit it already. They said there's boot tracks everywhere from weeks ago, same tracks that they can see from someone going back to get a stash pile. And it's probably the guys down the street, because those guys had their bed full in one day. We'll see. They're in the sign. I'm not even in the sign yet. I took a different route because my ankle, a dead head cow and a dead carcass, but I'm gonna keep on pushing up this rock face.
So let's look it over a bit. I'm going to the top. I'm almost at the top of this thing.
Well, there definitely was bulls in here. I just think they picked them up, but I'm hoping I find a deadhead, because his dog went down way down in this ditch, and it's not like really a shed hunting dog, but it stayed there for like a good 30 minutes down in this bottom, he said. So we might find a deadhead down here. That would be cool. Yeah, it's a spike elk.
I thought I had one a minute ago, a white. Perfect.
I should not have gone this way. Just like rock over rock over rock over rock over rock.
Squeak, 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 and so.
Scares them horns, a lot of them horns over here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, spooks them.
We found a bunch of sheds here, but it looks like they have cut it since. Well, guys, nada so far. Since I came here on my mission on me and Elder Clifton, Ethan, shout out you. So I don't know if it's gonna produce. I bumped a bunch of deer, but I don't know. We'll see. Do some more gandering. Bah. Tour here. This is where we went to church on Sundays. Crazy. Play basketball every morning. Oh gosh, the memories. Spilled a soda in this parking lot on P-Day. This is one of the missionary homes. This is the park I'd go play kids in basketball to get lessons. And there's giant bucks in this neighborhood all the time. I have a video, there's gonna be a cool, if it's still there, it has like 1 million signs on it for a bunch of different directions, and there's a giant deer right here, right in front of this. Pull a Yui here illegally. Look at all those. Crazy.